Hello guys, right, I've just got back to my charts, and as you know, I'd actually drawn a ton of lines on here, taken the trade, and I was happy. Now I want to show you these are the ascending trend lines I drew on there. I showed you in order to show you how I actually view trend lines, which is you draw them on the bottom of the lows, higher lows that make higher highs. So this wouldn't be valid until that high is broken over there, and then you tighten it up when that high is broken by price. This one can be joined together with previous higher lows, valid higher lows, and then you get a picture. And I said at the time it will give you a stairway to trade. Well, notice this came back and hit that level to the pip. It also, the ascending trend line, also it came back and hit a resistance to test it as support, and I talk about that time and time and time again. To the pip almost, it overshot it. So those are all scalpers' opportunities. Now what I've noticed here also, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, is that we do now have a 2B reversal forming. I apologise for all the lines, but I trade the lines, and that's what I try to teach. You've got a really messy, actually this is a messy looking chart, all these spikes here. I have no idea why that might be, but that's a lot cleaner over there. It's not normally this messy, which is scary because you will get some, I had some drawdown this morning, not a huge amount, no more than about 10 or 11 pips. I have a sort of an emergency stop way down here, but I would close it a lot earlier manually if it looked like it. Well, if I got a candlestick reversal happen on me, but as you can see, there was no valid reversal. This was the low, the penultimate candle. Go and watch a few more videos if you need to understand what I mean by that. And as you can see, they tested it. My traded closed, so it didn't close below there. But then also, all is not lost, because you have to watch for the pullback, and if it returns to the long side, then you're good to go long again, and you're safe, and you can have a breath of fresh air. So, or take a breath, should I say? So, watching the price action, understanding why price moves like it does, as a result of thousands upon thousands of hours of studying price, is useful in its own right. Well, it goes without saying really, but it gives you the confidence to hold your trades and obviously the higher time frame. This was all led by the H4, which I talked about in the previous video. H4, as you can see, is definitely no way you want to be shorting that. Although now we've got a red H4 bar here, it would be sensible to potentially look for shorts. Daily is still blasting its way up according to that, so any short trades would be risky in my opinion. You've got a support up here to attack, and I've done all my analysis on the left hand side. But what was interesting me, and the reason I wanted to make this video, was this very sort of scruffy looking 2B, but you can see what I'm talking about. High, low, lower high, lower low. But what interested me most was the fact that this will probably just totally blast my theory out of the water now and go massively long. But I didn't want to consider going long again with this, because we're not anywhere near the 20 level. And remember also, now we talked about the spikes just now, this what looks like a massively bullish candle could easily just be a massive spike in a moment. It's very, very tricky to trade. Daily is telling me to go long, H4 is telling me to go long. The indicator that I absolutely live and breathe by is, this is the histogram, the RSI, is telling me I should be very, very careful. There is no momentum to the long side. It's not even popped up, burst up like I talk about, with and then the corresponding break this sort of scenario here. Burst, pull back, break the high of the burst bar and close. But that in itself was the main move of the morning, as you can see. So all sorts going on this cable in my opinion now. But as I said, there's the 2B, you've got the low, so you draw your line here. This would be the candle that's broken the low according to Vic Sperandio's rules. That the candle's high there, I might as well draw it in because I won't be using it. What I'd do is clear this chart down and use all new lines on it, and I've talked about that many times. It's just to totally clear my head and start again. It's easy to do. Get yourself a script created on that website called Fiverr or the MQL5 site. Look at that now, that's that spike I was talking about potentially forming there. Just crazy. But this is so important. No momentum to the long side. You know, you might get some traders, they'll draw a descending trend line on this and trade the break of that. Again, that's another way to scalp. So you've got a 2B reversal, you've got a descending trend line break, you've got the 8 hourly EMA is flat. That's also another screaming potential to not go long. So you've got something telling you you've got a long trade possible, and then you've got this, the MA I'm talking about. Where's the currency is in limbo as well, both fighting for strength. So all in all, mixed messages on this, but the main message is not to go long, and that is why I love this indicator so much. And what are we on? We're on 5-minute chart, 30 seconds to go, and that massive bullish green candle that was there has now turned into a massive bearish red candle. Now I don't want to trade this short or long at the moment. This is just observation of how to use price action, levels and indicators. They all work together. People tell you indicators are a waste of time. I've got them on here to mainly aid novice traders, but they also are proving very worthwhile for me. As I said before, I used to trade totally naked charts, as it were, just pure candlesticks, not even an MA. I trust this stuff so much. This now has actually closed below the critical level. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. We have now got a reversal, valid, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close below the green low by the looks of it. You become so in tune with this stuff that you can, that's closed below. That is a valid potential short trade now. Let's have a look at the 15-minute. That will be definitely a reversal low. There's the penultimate candle, that's the ultimate candle. We can draw the low on the low of that. That closed and broke there. Then what do we always say? Get a pullback to test old support broken. That level there, the green one, I'll highlight it, has been broken, then tested, and tested numerous times in fact. It's failed to close. Now we've got the M5 in our direction. We would be trading to the H1. The H1 has reversed down, so we should be trading to the H4 now. That's the H4 low there. It was already marked up, that green one there. That's the target for this short now, and we've got an ascending trend line to coincide with it. So that's how I view my charts, people. What's H4 telling us? Yeah, I said about H4. It's closed red now, so that's definitely bearish too. Daily always takes precedence. This could easily turn red, remember. So always remember, it's not over till the fat lady sings. So What's the M30 is the only chart I've not looked at, isn't it? Oh, M30, look, we've got a burst and potential break and close. Then we would expect a potential pullback and then possibly a continuation to that H4 level. Remember, H4 low, should I say. Remember, never trade what I talk about on these videos. Learn to trade from these videos, hopefully in the method, or hopefully you will learn to trade in the method that I talk about here. Pure candlestick price action. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day.